Opportunity often presents itself in times of setbacks, and today's guest had dreams of becoming a nurse midwife, but a minor setback turned her into a new direction.
A great direction. Now she's a nationally renowned chef and also a winner of Food Network's hit show, Chopped, Chef Shacafrica Simmons, and we also know her as Chef Shack.
Chef Shack.
She's here to tell her story, and she also brought us some treats.
Oh yeah.
As you can see, they smell delicious.
I can't even talk.
I know. I'm just like,
smelling it.
We like to feed you. We like to feed
You can come back whenever you want to.
Thank you.
All right, so
Thank
you were a doula for many years. How did you go from working with babies to working in the kitchen?
Oh goodness. Well, actually just life happened, you know.
Yeah.
I moved to Birmingham, Alabama from Tallahassee. I was working as a doula here in Tallahassee and midwife. And yeah, I left and went to Birmingham, Alabama, and I couldn't go to school. I was going for nurse midwifery, and I couldn't go to school there. They closed the school right before I got there. So my ex-husband was like, look, do the next best thing. You know how to cook. You can do this. So,
yes.
you know, saw those culinary school commercials and went for it.
and so your grandfather inspired you to cook, right?
Absolutely.
Talk more about that.
Okay. Well, you know, it's kind of unusual, you know, to have a grandfather be your inspiration. But my grandfather was a great cook. Like, he was so amazing. And people would be so excited because he didn't do it often. You know, of course, my grandmother, mom, everybody cooked. You know, the ladies did cook. But when he got in there, everybody was so excited that he was going to cook, and he would always use things that were in season. And so it was amazing. So the first thing he had me cook was a fried egg. And he woke me up early in the morning. I was about 5. And he was like, this is going to be your day to learn how to cook. Because my grandmother had forgotten to cook his eggs. So he put a chair up to the stove.
That's your job now.
Right, so we're gonna
taught
teach
me
you
how
now.
Yeah, it became my job. And so that was the first thing I cooked. But his style, he always called it concocting. And so I've kind of taken on that. So actually I'm working on a book that's called The Art of Concocting. And it's Henry Lee's baby girl. So yeah, it's exciting.
I love that. So how did your journey lead you to Food Network's Chopped, and what was it like taking home the top prize?
Oh my God. So, you know, Chopped is one of those things that as an aspiring chef, you watch and you're like, oh, you have all the answers when you're at home. When you get there, it's very different. But I had the opportunity to work with Whole Child Leon's Chopped Junior project, and they use it as a fundraiser. And the producer of Chopped actually is from Tallahassee, Linda Lee.
Oh, I never knew that.
And so she came as one of the judges, and she got an opportunity to see me, talk to me, because they really don't think of Tallahassee at all for food like that. So, but it did give me a little, I mean, I had to go through the same process as everyone else, but it did give me a look, you know what I mean? She looked in my direction and gave me that opportunity. That's how I got there. But I worked hard here in Tallahassee, worked with a lot of nonprofit organizations. I actually was the executive chef at FAMU for 3 years. Yeah, we had a great journey to Chopped.
So talking more about Chopped, it's one of my favorite Food Network shows.
That's all she talks about.
I'm always like, okay, that person's gonna go. Oh, they're not gonna like that person.
Right.
So how was the process? Was it as nerve-wracking as it looks?
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely.
What was one moment where you're like, oh my gosh, like this is going south?
Every moment, because I don't cook fast. You know what I mean?
But you said concocting.
Yeah, I mean, I did a lot of concocting. Because you don't know what you're gonna get. You know, so that basket and it's just like the show. It's nothing different. You know,
And
you
they have
open
some
that basket.
weird items. What's the weirdest items that you had?
Oh gosh, so I've been back to Chopped since we're been around.
That's cool.
The whole world knows. And so this time was actually kind of hard, and so they had given us escargot and like some kind of black bean something. It was something crazy, you know what I mean? So and it's always like that, but and I hadn't ever worked with wasabi root. So when the episode I won, they had wasabi root, and wasabi root is like $200 a pound. People just don't use it.
You're not gonna cook with
They don't really use it.
Okay.
So it was really interesting to have it, and they knew. They were like, "You don't work with this, do you?" I was like, "No, I use wasabi powder that you can pick up at the store." You know. So it's always exciting to to be in that kind of situation. But I love that mixed kind of basket thing. You just don't know. It's a mystery basket. You don't know.
It's just amazing how you guys just think of recipes on the fly.
Oh yeah.
And I try to put myself in the same situation. I'm like, all I can make is bacon and eggs.
I know. Like, I can't even imagine trying to put those different. And a lot of times they do flavors that are completely opposites of each other.
Exactly.
But then you look at the dish and I'm like, okay, I would never eat that by itself, that ingredient. But the way that dish looks, it looks pretty good.
Wow. Oh yes, it is that kind of thing. You know, it's that. That's kind of the experience that you have. It's like, whoa, you're looking at it and you're like, okay. And in those seconds, you're like, okay, I'm going to put these two together. Okay, I can do this. And you have to do, of course, for me, I had to do something simple, but still complex. You know what I mean? Enough to impress the judges.
But you did it.
Yes, you did.
And you won it, because I was like, you see chefs that go on there that are, completely seasoned. They've been doing this for a while. And you have people that come on there and you get surprised because they take their skills that they've learned their whole life and it's like, okay, I'm going to do what I can with what I have. And that's awesome.
Well, and that's exactly what it was. I went in there and actually, I don't know, Art Smith, who was actually Oprah's old chef.
Yeah.
He's here locally, but that was his advice to me. Do what you do. Don't go and be authentic and go in and do what you know how to do and be you. So that's what I had to do.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna have more with her, so stick around, and we're gonna try to taste some of this food because I can hardly speak.
I know, it smells so good.
It smells so
Thank
strong.
you.
All right, we'll be right back on Being a Woman. Stay with us.
My family's Bahamian. So we have some conch fritters with the Key West sauce and a honey mustard sauce, and it's paired with a broccoli sauce with the guava dressing. And we have a grilled pound cake with the chantilly cream and macerated berries.
Okay. Okay. So
berries are in season, so we have to have some berries.
And then the sauce.
Oh yeah, those all. Yeah, just bring it all in.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus.
Thank you.
This is good. Oh my God.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think I'm done.
We're just over here like you can hear us like smacking.
Listen, they're not even done with the interview.
How long does it take to make
the
these?
fritters?
Oh Lord. So you got to get the conch, you got to grind it down. I mean, it's like a 30-minute hour. And I made 3,000 of these because this is what we did for Sobe.
Wow.
So we did almost 300 pounds of conch batter.
So do you hand roll them or?
No, it's a batter. So I just scoop it.
Oh, scoop it out
and deep fry it.
Okay.
And it's deep fried.
That is delicious. And then you get a little kick of spice.
Oh,
you know?
Oh yeah, it's got to be spicy. Got to have some of that. And y'all from New Orleans, so
we love spice.
You did this.
I love that spice. Absolutely.
What you have any plans of opening up a restaurant?
We do. We've done some pop-ups, and what we want to do is actually create a pop-up space where other chefs can come in. And so it's always about, leaving the door open for someone that's behind you. So when we actually do secure our building, it will be a space not just for us, but also for other chefs to, have an opportunity to share their gift of cooking. So it's about access,
Yeah, I love that idea. You can keep people coming because you'll always have a different menu.
That's right.
Exactly.
Always a different experience. That's what it's all about. And we do a lot of pop-ups. We do what we call the sensory experience right now, which is a 4-course meal. Each course is paired with wine. And we have a painter come in and create a piece right on the spot.
Wow.
Singing, dancing, and so y'all get to see some of the things that we've done for the sensory experience. So it's really, really an exciting, thing to be able to showcase the arts. And that's why I had to do it, because the arts weren't inclusive of culinary arts, but they all belong together. So we wanted to make sure that we were doing something like that. So that's the sensory experience. Okay. And so that's what you'll be able to have, when you come to our facility.
Yeah.
Nice. And what else are you working on? I know you're busy.
Oh gosh. We got a lot going on. So I talked about the book a little bit. I'm a part of another book called Tokes in Black. And it was created by a photographer out of New York called Alan Batman, but we call him Batman. And he has done a couple books. So he's done the Tokes in White, now he's doing the Tokes in Black. And it's 101 African American chefs it's a celebration of, you know, African American cooking and our lives. And so I'm a part of that book, and all the proceeds for the book actually go back to the Chef Connection Line Cook program. It funds a high school called Finance and Food.
Okay.
So it's a culinary arts, and they actually teach finance.
Wow.
And so they'll be supporting that culinary program for those young people. So it's in an underserved community in New York. So we're excited. We were actually supposed to be there this week, and Corona hit.
Oh, yeah.
The C words.
Everything is canceled, but
Yes.
we're still moving forward when we can. Yeah. Keep your hands clean.
Oh yeah, keep your hands clean.
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands. Keep that hand
sanitizer
sanitizer
close,
and
Lysol.
It's hard
Yeah.
to find now.
It
It
really
is.
is.
Yeah.
It is. I saw some at Dollar Tree though.
So Dollar
I'm gonna go when
Tree.
I
Dollar Tree got it.
Okay.
But I love your story because food is in our culture. You grow up learning to cook, standing with your grandma. I know I've stood in the kitchen many of times.
Oh, yeah.
So it kind of teaches and shows other people how, you know, something that you're good at, you can make it a business, something you're passionate about.
Absolutely.
I love that.
And you know what I think's awesome is just when you watch Chopped, going back to Chopped,
Her favorite
you were a
show.
Black woman who won Chopped, and you don't really see many Black women, you know, being represented on the
Yes,
show. So I thought
yes.
that was amazing to be able to see you, you know, flourish with something that you've never done before.
I know, yes, and you know that was the thing about going on Chop is representation. It's so important
always
for us
important.
to see ourselves because I had to see someone that looked like me to make me believe that I could do this, and I had that amazing mentor to be that guide for me, and I want to do that. And I had actually one of my mentors has gone on Chop and won.
See?
Yeah.
There we go. I love hearing
Setting the
stories
bar.
like that.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much, Chef
Thank you
Shack.
for feeding us.
I know.
mean,
I can't wait to
This
finish
is a
eating
first
this.
for us on this show. We've never eaten.
And the food's
Oh my
amazing, so this is a
goodness.
plus.
It's delicious.
Nice.